Hello rail fans, and welcome to another video on the Rusty Boxcar channel. I'm really excited about this video. There's a lot of great things going on in this footage that I'm really excited about sharing with you. It's going to be about a 5.5 minute video, so hopefully I've got time to get everything in and covered in that amount of time. What you're seeing here is CSX K870-12. This is a test train. It's a fully loaded train of potash that's going from Chicago down to Tampa, Florida. So I'd seen a lot of information on the internet about this one. Started off up in Canada as experimental CP686. Canadian Pacific brought it into Chicago and then left the power on it as CSX took the transition of this train and brought it on south. Lots of speculation back and forth online about exactly what it is that's being tested here. Because there's a few unique things. The potash trains normally, this is not a normal train. It doesn't go to Tampa. Certainly not as a full unit train like this. But there's also some speculation that maybe the test is how the consist is put together as far as DPU placement, power direction, as well as the fact that it's an extremely long train, and maybe the test is just to see how a train of this length and weight does on the trip from Chicago down to Tampa. Hopefully the test is successful, and we get to see more of these trains in the upcoming months and years. This one, it's 724 axles. The defect detector I was nearest didn't give length, but did some quick math based on the power units and the cars, and came up with about 8,518 feet. And if each car is fully loaded down with the potash, looking at about a 25,865 ton train when including the power. The power on this train is another unique element. It's got 4 Canadian Pacific locomotives, led up by Canadian Pacific 9364 with 9779 and 8135 as the mid-train DPUs. The second unit you saw there was CMQ 1002, and so this one is actually built as a city finance leasing unit. At some point it appears that it was either the ownership was taken over by, or it was leased by, the Central Main and Quebec Railway. So the Central Main and Quebec was a short line railway up in the northeast that was purchased by Canadian Pacific, and that purchase closed on June 3rd. So at that point they took either the ownership or the leasing rights of that unit. And so they're operating it now. It still has the CIT logo on both sides, as well as the Central Main and Quebec logos and script down the side. So definitely a unique locomotive. There aren't a lot of those. Certainly aren't many AC-44s that would be out making a trip like this. So pretty unique to see that, pretty interesting. So a little quick facts. I checked out the Government of Canada's website. So potash, for those that don't know, like me, it's the common name given to a group of minerals and chemicals containing potassium, which is a basic nutrient for plants and an important element of fertilizer. It's mostly produced of potassium chloride, but deposits can have different amounts of potassium, so they often measure and refer to it in terms of potassium oxide equivalents for consistency. So Canada is the world's largest producer and exporter of potash. They have the world's second largest potash reserves with 1.2 billion tons of potash. So just kind of a couple interesting things there. So we were hoping to catch this train in daylight, and at the end I'll show a couple of shots. We did see it parked on the second track during daylight, but by the time it started moving it had darkened outside. Do want to give a shout out and several notes of thanks. Lots of Facebook groups were talking about this train. Jim Pearson on the Henderson Subdivision Facebook page was enormously helpful as he tracked it through Kentucky during the day. And thanks to him, we were able to figure out a time to capture it. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up below to give us a like. Also, please click on the Rusty Boxcar logo on the right side of the screen to get a subscription to the channel, and send us a comment. Really enjoy reading all your comments, and I try to respond to each one of them. Thanks, and have a nice day.